So I'm up at the farm apiary. Just check the hive at the top and give them a couple of frames because they were just unwired, no foundation. So we'll see what's going on down here. Certainly a lot of bees about. Have a look, make sure there's no swarms. And check the hives. Well, the weed killer's worked. Where I want a new hive stand, I'm going to put a stand across here so it forms a path you walk around the back of them. We're just into this hive now. We're just checking these just to see what's going on, really, because I did set them up for demarees, so we'll see whether they're packed full of honey like this one. That is packed full of honey. That's a beautiful honey frame. So we'll see whether they're all honey frames or whether they requeen themselves. So I'll go through it and then I'll turn it back on once I find out. It looks to me like we successfully demareed this one, because I'm seeing fresh larvae and fresh one-day-old eggs. So we'll keep our eyes out. So that's one hive successfully demareed this year. So we've got a queen in the bottom working and a queen in the top working. The queen in the top will be a new queen. And you can see the larvae and brood down in there. These are really old combs though. These do need cycling out. So I'll keep going through and I'll see if I can find the queen and then come back. The queen on the floor. She's here, look. We'll try this new fandangled queen excluder that I got. Hope we don't decapitate her. Oh bloody hell, I've done it upside down. Not let her run away. Hopefully we got her. Oh shit. Right, so we got the queen in here. I'm not a fan of this new cage. That looked like it shocked her. I'll bang these bees down in there and then I'll sit her down with them. That's demaree success number 1 anyway. So they're building their honey super. It's heavy though. So we check down here, and then if we got eggs down here, then the demaree's been successful, and then we can do either run it as a demaree with 2 queens, one at the top, one at the bottom, and they'll grow big, or we can pop 1 queen on the head and amalgamate them again as one big colony. Or we can split them and make another new colony, so you've got 2 colonies, which is probably what we're going to do. So I'll check this one now to make sure these have got the queens down here laying, because if there's not, then obviously we'll remove the queen excluders and they can go back as they were. They can have double brood and double supers. So I'll stop it and then I'll come back. So yeah, we've got brood down here as well. So we've got a queen laying down here. There's all fresh one-day-old eggs in this. So we successfully did a demaree this year on first hive as success. So that's good. See, there's fresh larvae down in there. She's not long been on this frame, to be honest. They're balling something here, look. Some of these bees like to cover their queen and hide her. Anyway, we know we've got a queen in there as well, so that's a successful demaree with a double brood now, with a double queen. Queen on top, queen on bottom. So we need lots of frames and boxes to go in between. So that preemptive demaree worked. So we'll put them back together. Now we know what we need. They can carry on building because they think they've swarmed already once. So we need our queen excluder back in. We'll put our two supers back on that are heavy. Bloody hell. And then we keep our existing super in. We'll put this brood box back on, and then we'll mark that queen. So there's some heavy boxes. So I'll mark this queen and then release her back in. She can carry on. So I've marked the queen with red 10. This year's queen. So just waiting for her to come out, this little queen catcher. I don't like this queen catcher. There she goes. She's back in. So she'll carry on with her business. I'm not a fan of this queen catcher, like, because it's a little bit stiff, you know, to push that door up. And it's like, you might decapitate your queen or something. You don't want that going on. It's quite tight. Look, this one stung me, but it's realised I'm no threat, so it's de-stinging itself so it don't die. It's not often you catch that on camera. They know Marky's no threat no more because I'm just their keeper. Eventually she should unscrew herself so she doesn't die. No, she couldn't do it. Sorry little bee. I was no threat to you. Anyway, we'll move on to the next hive. So that's had a successful demaree. We've got two queens in it. So that's two colonies. So we'll see what the next one's like. So the first frame looks like a stack of honey. Yeah, they're building honey on there. And that's full of honey. So let's get into it. So these bees, right, all these bees used to be super aggressive until they was split and stuff. As soon as they was all split and then had demaree, they calmed down. And one of my hives turned really violent. So manipulating the bees, an angry hive of bees, calms them down a bit. Will we see a queen in this one? Will we have two successful demarees? It's a funny name, isn't it? Oh, we're getting a bit of ash in there. Alright, anyway. have a look. That's heavy, because that's still honey and pollen. Yeah, that's full honey nectar. See, if they've not made a queen, all they'll do is just backfill it with honey and it will just become 3 supers of honey. You know, these cells are being polished. That side they're being polished. That side they're being polished. They look like they're being polished up, ready for a queen to lay. So the next, there could even be virgin queens. They're not going to lay eggs in that. No, definitely not. It's not that forward one. Put that to the end and we'll cycle that one out. I can see a big fat queen cup on here. See the nectar. Pollen and nectar. Maybe the next one. Oh yeah, I see one egg there, just one though. You know, I can see eggs down the bottom as well. It's not a very good pattern. Seeing a varroa on a drone. I'm seeing a lot more eggs in this one, so it seems we have another queen in here. So we just check downstairs, make sure there's a queen still downstairs, and if there is, then that's another successful demaree split. Oh look, and there I see the queen. There she is, look. 2 for 2, Marky. So we got the queen in the cage, so we can put them back together. So that's another hive that we can now make into 2 hives. We can just simply take the top box off, give them a base, give them a roof, where they are for now, on top of the other hive, and then get them moved. So she's a nice big plump queen in there, and she's different colour to the other ones. Yeah, I'm not a very fan of this queen catcher, although we've got to catch 2 queens, so it worked. Anyway, I'm going to lift that off there now, so I'll put it on the floor. I'll put the queen down here, safe for a minute. So I'll just do this and I'll get down to the bottom box and see if we've still got a queen laying down there. Double check. So we've successfully done another demaree there. They've got a queen upstairs and they've got a queen downstairs. And the brood box, the 2 honey supers in the middle are really heavy, so that's gone alright. Oh, you bastard! There's some weight in there. So they can carry on as they are, and they're ready to be, they'll be split down or whatever. 2 hives. So we'll mark this queen as well. So all the new queens in the top boxes are marked red this year. Year of the red. But the bottom box in there, they're a little bit more aggressive. They come in the other side of the hive. Yeah, we'll mark this queen now and then I'll move on to the next one. A bit of paint overload on that one. She got a really good red dot. The bees clean it off, I reckon. Let's see. There she goes. When she finally figure it out. Oh. Come on, Your Majesty. There she is, look. Getting fed as we speak. Big queen. Clinging on. She should go down. Come on out. There she goes, look. Let's get her in. Sit, in you go. Off she goes, back to jobs. So that's 2 successful demarees. So this hive, the end hive, is the only one that doesn't seem to have successfully demareed. The other 2 did. So that's pretty good going. So these ones, what will happen is I'll take this queen excluder back out once all the drones are hatched off at the top and gone, and then they'll just become one big colony again. So we've done pretty well with them. 2 out of 3, it's not bad considering last year when I tried it both times I failed. So this year we didn't fail. Smoker's going well. So 1 successful demaree and 1 not successful, but you can't be successful all the time, I guess. But that's good going. So it's a little sneaky peek in these ones, and maybe a little sneaky peek in my two, and then we need to sort out stands, because we're going to want them ones in two new stands on two new hives. That's two new colonies. I did clear here, see, for another next batch, and then I'm going to put my stand up there, and there's going to be another stand there for these two new colonies, because this stand will end up moving. All these bees in these colonies need spinning round. I'm going to spin them round when they become one, turn them all round. That hive over there, that stand over there is on the pit. That hive looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, so we've got to sort that out before that topples over. That is a stack. We'll have a look in that actually, because we might be able to reduce it a bit perhaps. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, carry on. So my hive here has gone to double brood now, which is what I wanted, because then you can make an easy split off it, you see. You're just splitting two boxes. You just do a walk away split basically, so that's good. That's what we wanted. So they'll go in that spare hive. Well, they create a hive. They just need a floor and a roof, and then they're on it. They're on the new hive. So that's successful. So things are going pretty well, really. We've done a pretty good job. We've managed to not have so many swarms. We've had a bit of spring honey. We'll have to take the spring honey off of the farmer's hives for him, so he's got his honey. And then yeah, it's a case of just splitting all the hives down, getting all the new baseboards and follower and roofs sorted, splitting all the hives to create the new colonies. So we've upped our numbers of bees quite a lot this year now already, to the point where like I ran out of boxes. I had to build them hives and to keep things going. So we've got equipment, because we didn't have enough. But we're back on track now. Obviously we've got the new colonies starting up at the deer farm. So they're all starter colonies new. So everything's all good really. The weed killer's worked. We need to get the new hive stand sorted. Them two can be split. This one is going to become one. That one still needs removing, cleaning up. This one's on double brood, so they're fine. They'll end up being split. This one's requeening, so we're not checking it because we checked it last time. That's an empty hive ready for the bees up the top. So yeah, we need to sort out some kit for the national hives. They're doing the bales in the field, look. Not sure who it is. Someone.